Yeah, I just don't get it. Like, who makes an artificial tree and uses real tree sap? That's a... Oh, hi. Merry Christmas. Good to have you back again. We're going to look at some more Hallmark film reviews. Whether you are a fan or not, Hallmark Christmas movies are here to stay. This year alone, they delivered a record-breaking 32 new Christmas movies, which will be airing throughout their ever-popular Countdown to Christmas. So, for the last couple years, I have been given the challenge of watching 25 Hallmark Christmas movies in 25 days starting on December 1st. With all these films I watch, will I find a brand new Christmas classic? Well, let's take a look at a few. Christmas at Graceland. A successful businesswoman from Chicago heads to Memphis to partner up with a family-based bank. When she's there, she meets up with her old flame, and Christmas happens. Okay, let's be honest here. Nobody expected Kelly Pickler to deliver an amazing acting performance.
Almost. Success was always around the corner, and the corner after that, and the corner after that, and the corner after that. For long, you realize you're just running in circles.
And she certainly does not. But what her fans do expect of her is to deliver some fine country music.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. And now it's time for bed.
Well, okay, so she missed the mark on that one. But that was just a poorly performed joke. I'm sure the next song.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm.
Okay, well, that wasn't the best rendition of Silent Night that we've ever heard, but you know, I'm sure she's just building up, and it'll be her next song.
Silent night, holy night.
Bells, it's Christmas time.
Well, yeah. Wow, that's not a good mashup.
Huh. Da, 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 da. What?
And again with the Silent Night. What the? Now she's humming it? Okay, yes, now here we go. This is what we've been waiting for.
Silent night,
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. No, I get it. Silent Night is a public domain song. Hallmark is just probably saving some money until we get to the ending where she unleashes her big hit. Okay, here we go. The climax of the film. Let's hear what the big buildup is all about.
silent
And are you fucking kidding me? Jesus! What? I used to like Silent Night. What the fuck is going on? You know what? It is bad enough that this film delivers one of the most generically mundane scripts that Hallmark has ever pulled out of a public subway toilet. But to repeatedly give a subpar, even laughable performance of one of the most beloved Christmas carols is a travesty. Okay, Hallmark, so delivering 34 Christmas movies in 1 year is pretty impressive. But do you know what else is impressive? Delivering 33. While heading home for Christmas, Captain Grace Garland's car breaks down outside of a small town. The local judge, Joe Peterson, offers her a place to stay where he's going to teach her how to learn Christmas. A Veteran's Christmas is the most chilling and nightmare-fueled Hallmark film of them all. Influenced by the Stepford Wives and Invasion of the Body Snatchers, we watch as helpless veteran Grace Garland takes shelter in a small town where her car has broken down. The town is filled with overly friendly yet emotionally stunted people that will stop at nothing to make her one of them. From lying to her about her vehicle being fixed to even arresting her outside the city borders. She will be brought back and never will be able to escape. Okay, I may have misread this film while I was watching it, yet whenever I sleep, I am still haunted by all the fake laughing.
Oh, you be good.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna get Margaret her lunch.
Prove it. Oh, good one. Oh yeah, good joke.
Well,
I can't believe you're here.
cars been running for days.
Just so much fake laughing.
People care.
It's good hot chocolate. North Pole, open for Christmas. A wealthy businesswoman inherits a house that is part of one of Santa's posts. So to make sure that she doesn't sell the house before Christmas, Santa sends one of his beloved elves to teach the businesswoman how to enjoy Christmas once again. Borrowing imagery from the Polar Express, North Pole Open for Christmas appears to be aimed for a children's audience. However, despite its attempt to be magical and child-orientated, its morality may be a bit underdeveloped. For example, let's take a look at this scene. While decorating the Christmas tree, like Hallmark movies always do, the little girl named Jenny picks up a hot chocolate and hands it to Mackenzie, our protagonist. This action gets reported to the North Pole, where Jenny gets good deed points for her nice gesture. Well, how do we know that that was a good deed? We don't even know if that was her hot chocolate to give away. How do we know that Jenny didn't actually see someone else make the hot chocolate, decide to take the hot chocolate when that person's back was turned, and hand it over to Mackenzie to take praise for someone else's work? And if you think I'm making a big deal out of this, next time you see a group of people having drinks, take one drink from somebody, go walk over to the other side of the room and give it to somebody else. Then ask the group if you think that you've done a good deed. What this scene does teach us is that the North Pole has a pretty warped concept of what is good and bad. And this makes all the difference, especially when we get to the ending. Okay, so the story is this. Santa has several outlets around the world that recharges his sleigh, giving him enough power to make it around the world in one day. One of those locations has dimmed down because it has been inherited by Mackenzie, a former resident who has lost her magic of Christmas along the way. So Santa sends one of his elves named Clementine to help Mackenzie recharge her magical connection to the property before Mackenzie sells it to an owner who's prepared to tear it down. Now, to allow the viewers to understand when Mackenzie is getting closer to believing in magic, we are introduced to a special ornament that spins and lights up whenever she's feeling more magical. Now, this thing lights up quite a bit, especially because Mackenzie understands that Santa exists. She gets brought to the North Pole where she sees elves, and she even knows that elves are helping her out. However, the thing loses power whenever she's reminded that the property has been bought by a buyer that is willing to break down and tear down the property.
I don't mean to be a Scrooge, but clock's ticking.
And this device lights up all the time, especially since Mackenzie finds her inner Christmas spirit almost immediately. However, it keeps on powering down whenever she's tormented by the fact that she has ruined Christmas for the whole world by selling the property to a demanding buyer.
So what's all this about having a change of heart?
You're right. It's highly unprofessional, and I know that we had an agreement.
Have an agreement?
And who is this demanding buyer that's causing so much turmoil? Yep, this asshole.
I don't understand.
Yeah, that's right. The same jackass that needs this place to be powered up by magic is the same dipshit that is causing all the magic to dimmer. This prick not only gambles every kid's Christmas on one lady and one elf, but he's also the reason why these two are not getting the job done as easily. And what does he do when they find out it's him?
You're the buyer? Location.
Yeah, he fucking laughs. The big twist is not that Santa is the buyer. The big twist is that he is the villain of this movie. Yet, it doesn't really matter, because the two handsome people still get together at the end. Yay. Yeah, yet another movie where Santa is an asshole. Love at a Christmas Table. With the absence of a successful businesswoman, two childhood friends grow up together and only see each other on Christmas Day at the Christmas supper. When they reach their 30s, they start to realize that they may be in love. Love at the Christmas Table should be the standard to what Hallmark films rise to. Starting off, it doesn't follow the usual generic storytelling pattern that's just copied and pasted in every Christmas Hallmark film. Instead, we get to watch a friendship blossom into a romance between Kat and Sam as they meet every Christmas Eve at their family's Christmas supper. The story is cleverly told by only showing us the encounters they have on that very night. And through each encounter, it is a mystery to what happened to them from the previous year. Each year, we don't know if we're going to get something that's beautiful, comical, tragic, or just utterly charming. Taking influences from the director of Amélie, Jean-Pierre Jeunet, the film walks a fine line between fantasy and reality with vibrant colors and characters that are as spirited and as full of life as those colors. While the story is simplistic and the film is confined mainly to one location, through clever and sometimes ambitious cinematography, it feels large and enthusiastic as it leads you to an ending that is confident as it is also emotionally satisfying. Is Love at a Christmas Table the perfect holiday film? Probably not. It kind of feels like it is.
If happiness is what's at stake, then what does it matter how you get there?
Exactly. Well, wish me luck.
Well, there you have it. 1 out of 4 is not too bad. And for more information about the Movie Jerks, you can go to www.themoviejerks.ca.
Movie Jerks.